Hello everybody and welcome to a little corner of the internet. My name is Music Witch and in this stream we played a little story game called The Beginner's Guide. If you don't know me, I'm a streamer on Twitch and you can catch me live at the link in the description below. But if not, you're in the right place, so please subscribe and hit that notification bell that way you're notified every time I upload a new video and you can watch them all at your own convenience. That's it for me and I hope you enjoy. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Louis, thank you for the 18 months. Jesus Christ, there's no way I've been doing this for that long. My gods. Hello. But anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, Felix. I think we're okay. Stream started to crash a little bit there for some reason for a second. I don't know why, but it's immediately gotten better. So that made me really nervous. Especially because last time on Thursday we had to cut off stream because it just wasn't doing the thing well at all. And I was like, no, not again. I really want to play this video game. Also, if it was to continue to crash, yeah, it's probably something I could do. Technically longer when you think about it. God, I'd rather not. Felix redeemed. Hello, Felix. Welcome in. Welcome in. God, I'd rather not think about it. That's a long time that I've been doing this. That I've just almost crashed their close call. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Hi, Muse. Hello. Welcome in, Major. How are you? Hello. Yeah. Oh, there it goes again. Fuck me. Damn it. Oh no! Don't do this. Okay, it's better again. Okay, I think it's okay. It might just be because it's trying to run a couple things at once. Beginner's Guide is a heavier game, a little bit heavier of a game than like Minecraft, because there's a lot going on in that game. Even there is and there isn't. It's just like a straight walkthrough game. But actually, I've been here for almost 2 years. Yeah, like I've been 18 months is only how long I've been an affiliate for. Which is crazy to me. But that it's been 18 months, that's insane. Well, technically the way the subs work, technically it's been 17. So it's not quite a year and a half yet. But jeez, we are so old. We are. It's oof. Man. This is insane. Hello, Cosmo. Yo. Welcome in. But yeah, no, we've just been talking about how long I've been doing this. It's crazy. Redeemed. Hello, Louis. Welcome in. But yeah, my goodness. Anyway, if you don't know and you can't tell by the title, and if you weren't a part of the vote on my Twitter or my Discord, by the way, follow me on Twitter if you have Twitter and join my Discord if you have Discord. We finished Undertale last month and we needed a new monthly game. And y'all voted, and I tallied the votes up, and y'all voted for Beginner's Guide, so we're gonna play the Beginner's Guide. I never actually do my sub message on the right days. That's so fair. It's never the right day. But we're playing. You guys voted, and we voted on Beginner's Guide. The good thing is, if I remember correctly, Beginner's Guide should just be one shot, one game all the way through, one stream, and we can play through the entirety of this game. Because if I remember, I think the playthrough is like an hour and a half to like 2.5 hours long. So yeah. So we should be able to get through this game today, and I'll probably host another vote at the end of September to vote for what game we'll start playing again. So, but you guys voted for this game. This game is one of my all-time favorites, and I'm super excited to hop into this game. Warning, it gets emotional at the end. I might cry a little. Technically, August is almost over 18 months, so probably so 18 months is probably accurate. Probably. I have no clue. I couldn't tell you what my actual day is. You'd think I would remember something like that, but I don't. So yeah, Jesus Christ, 18 months. That's insane. That is insane. But anyway, so yeah. I'm really glad that stream stopped dying, knock on wood. Because I do want to play this game, and I was really sad that I didn't get to stream Thursday. I really wanted to. But yeah. I can't think of anything else I have to say other than welcome in everybody, and I appreciate you all being here to watch me play one of my all-time favorite games of all time. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music because the beginner's guide. I'm gonna also just get rid of Spotify altogether. Hello? Oh, come on. Please detect my game. Please detect my game. There it goes. Turn. Is this good volume? I'm putting on my big TV. Jesus Christ, not the big one. Not the big one. Alright, we'll probably have to play with volume a little bit throughout the whole thing, but that's okay. We can do that. Okay. I'm gonna put it at here for now. And if it gets too loud, we can always fix things. Also, I think I'm gonna shrink chat a little bit. Just a little bit. There you go. You guys are shrunk now. Just a little. Just a couple inches off the top. Look, you're on TV. Hey, Mom, I'm on TV. Can you imagine? Jesus Christ. Oh, I've got the spinny wheel. Oh, please give me my, like, actual mouse again. Hello? Alright. I went through and I did some things with the stream quality already. So hopefully it should run pretty smooth. I don't know why I have this silly little circle. Get rid of... Oh! That's not what I wanted to click on. Don't know why I clicked on that. Oh, now I feel so small. You should. You should. Anyone who's like watching stream is probably like squinting to read chat on screen. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think I have you guys real big. I could just hide you all together. Anyway, I pulled back the game. We're in the game now. And I've got my mouse again, so. Alright. Again, if volume is whack, too quiet, too loud, let me know. And I will change it. But for now, I think we're pretty okay. I think we're pretty good. I'm gonna just go ahead and start. Also, this game is why I love lampposts. We're small people because we're not on TV. And this is why I want to get a lamppost as a tattoo someday. The absolute hold this game has on my psyche.
Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveyWreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Okay. I'm gonna pause here and turn down my fucking mouse sensitivity. Oh my god. And just talk a little bit. Also, how is game volume? Is it good? I was thinking about maybe turning it up a little bit, but if it's good for you guys, I'm just gonna turn up my headphones. Also, a lot of this game is just listening to this guy talk. So just game volume good? Cool. I will just turn up my headphones a little bit then. So a lot of this game is just listening to this guy talk, so I'm not going to be talking a whole lot. And well, it is made by the same guy who wrote and made Stanley Parable. I forgot about that. I forget about that every time until he does his introduction speech. It is not a Stanley Parable style game. It is not like slightly will work. Okay, cool. I will do that. Probably about there. It's not a Stanley Parable type game. There are moments where it's kind of funny, but it's not like cheesy and witty and super funny the whole time. Like Stanley Parable is a lot. I don't want to say it's a serious game because it's not, but it's a little bit of a heavier game. Like I said, I like this game a lot. This game is one of my favorites of all time. So, all right. But it is also just, hi Phoebe, she's here. It is also just a lot of listening to this guy talk. So if that's not your speed, I'm sorry. I will be back Thursday with hardcore. Thank you for stopping in to begin with. But in the meantime, Whisper Machine.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
I also have this like soundtrack memorized by heart. I listen to this like for fun.
You can click to fire the gun.
Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.
Security call reached. Hostile alien life form.
I like the little particle effects. I love
It
this
kinda
fucking game.
looks like
I do
this
too.
game was abandoned mid-development.
A little
For
bit.
instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
Here it is.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Oh, you can. God, there's so many, and you can see where the corner seam is when you see it up here. Oh my god, I forgot how much I love this game. We are out of bullets. Alright.
Apparently the space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past.
No. I like mazes. Oh. I like mazes.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
I can figure them out.
The game has this narrative about the Whisper Machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If you...
I'm gonna pause it because I see game crashing a little bit. Are we okay? Are we okay? Is it Is it like awful? Streams. Yeah, I saw. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like. It's dying. Oh please, 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 please. Pew pew pew. I don't know what to do. I don't know why it was doing just fine earlier. Put. Do. Did that help a little bit? I think maybe. I lowered some settings in hopes that maybe it would help. I think loading from room to room is kind of doing that. That might be it. That might be it as well. Okay. All right. Oh, we're just gonna have spinny circle again.
Your body could stop the
Okay.
beam.
I think we're good.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself...
Also, our gun disappears. Whoop.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just
Okay.
experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oop. Need to do it again. Bloop. There's that maze I could have totally done if he didn't skip me to the end.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system.
Chat,
Or
look
this
how pretty
floating
this
could be
is.
the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little
Oh, we
games
just keep
that go in
going.
all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. Cool. I love this game. Okay. The music. Oh my god. I love the music to this game. Oh, the past was behind her. Oh, I
Yep.
can only move
In this game,
backwards.
you can only walk backwards.
There we go. Do, 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 do. Oops.
So it's a short and relatively
future cannot be
minimalist
seen.
experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Keep changing? Oh, why does the future keep changing? Oop. Do I need to go further? Need to go somewhere else? It's so hard to walk backwards. Can I move this way? Is that where I'm going? I think. Oh, yep. Okay. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Bloop, 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 bloop. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
That's one of my favorite games. Also, this song that was just playing is one of my favorite songs. Okay. And this is one of my favorite areas. You are now entering. You're just entering. Where? Who knows? But you're certainly entering.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Ooh, there goes stream.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre
I'm gonna pause it. Let it recoup itself. While it while it reloads. We might have to do this a couple times. Oh, it is probably the quick game to game succession that let me see if I can video widescreen resolution. Could probably 1280 in power stables. Maybe that'll help. I'd say wait a sec between stuff for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of seeing. It's gonna suck, but it'll probably help. Ooh, hello? What just happened? I fucked up my aspect ratio. That's what happened. Okay. Never mind. You guys can't see my desktop every time it does that, but last time it like fucked up my desktop real bad. Advanced options. I don't know what any of these mean. The thing with the display, by the time you pause, the stream's already regained consciousness. Are you kidding me? That makes sense, I guess. I don't know what this means. Shader. Do I need... I can probably do that low and the shader on... Whoa. Apparently you can make shaders very high. I think that'll also help a little bit. Uh-oh. Something went real wrong. Something went real wrong and the beginner's guide crashed. Frowny face. Please contact an email if it persists, and don't forget to be nice. Ah, stop. That was really cute. I tried to put the settings too low and it crashed on me. Jesus Christ. Bloop, 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 bloop. Alright. Where were we? We just did entering. So we'll... Streams regained. Adds in 5. Chat, by the way. Adds in 5. We'll go into stairs. Did he click? Are we going into stairs? Will that take us to stairs, or will we have to like speed run everything? Oh, come on. I don't want to have to speed run everything. Why wasn't chapter select working?
Hi there.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
very
Skip this level. Okay.
much for playing the beginner's guide.
Okay. Skip this level. We did this level. I can skip ahead. This is entering. Alright. I'm gonna do entering again, just because there was some dialogue at the end of this that I don't want to miss. There we go.
And that's it.
Alright, cool,
The
cool,
meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting. Oftentimes, Coda would
Nonsense in
put bizarre
every
titles like
direction.
this one at the start of his games.
Okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but What are you gonna do?
Me when I write something. I do get that. Me and my Minecraft worlds for real.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
It's the principle
Well,
of the thing.
to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Where is enter? Here's enter. I know where my keyboard is. Let me enter. Hello? There we go. You walk around talking to people and pursue their hopes and dreams. A key in one game unlocks a door in a completely separate game. You are the queen, dusting your jewelry while your kingdom is destroyed.
A room that's warm
As the camera...
and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Play as the camera, filming an advertisement, walking around on set, filming whatever you like.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
A button you press to stop the chaos that doesn't work. Press U to surrender. Read an enemy's emails to learn how to beat them. Sharks... Oh, I didn't get the chance to read them all. Ready, set, fish. This is why I love this game. That room itself just like... Oh, anyway. Ready, set, fish. And I love this room. It is. It's, the game idea room is so... Ready, set, fish, that's me. You guys are so real for that. Chad, it's the door. I'm getting emotional.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
I'm gonna cheat because I know the solution to this.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
3 dots. The door is important. The door is always important.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Alright. I'm gonna pause here, chat. Just because ads are gonna start and I don't want people to miss this game. Redeemed hydrate. Hydration has happened. Thank you. But I don't want people to miss too much of this game. And I know that ads will do that. Are they running? Ads, are you running? They should be. Hydrating in the ads. No, for real. For real. Bloop, 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 bloop. Are the ads running yet or no? It doesn't tell me that they're running, but they should be. It is that time. We've hit a half an hour into stream. I think I can manually run them. 3-minute ads. They should be running if they aren't already. Ad failed to run because channel is already running an ad. Jesus Christ. But Louis redeemed stretch. Thank you for the stretch. For some reason my bottle's on the top shelf. You should definitely grab your water bottle and everyone hydrate with me. It's important. Hydration is good. I forgot I haven't really joined a stream since Subathon, so I have like no music notes. Get wrecked. You missed, what was it? I don't think it was the last stream. It was, I don't know, one of the recent streams. Cosmo came in and like absolutely drowned me. That was hilarious. I had a monster. Does that count? No. Monster does not count. You need actual water. Now, granted, if it's between having a monster and having nothing, actually, I'm gonna bebop over to this stream while we're on pause. If it's between having a monster and having nothing, a monster is better than not having anything at all. However, it is still not water, and you need that. You had a monster, you are a monster. That's how that works, right? You are what you drink, eat. I don't know. Monsters, everybody. I love Monster. I haven't had a monster in forever. If you drink Monster, what's your favorite monster? Put that in the chat. Oh, I love Monster. I love Monster so much. I think my favorite is the Ultra Rosa one. Good, you shouldn't. I do what I want. I'm gonna have a monster now just because you told me I shouldn't. Because that's how that works. Can I mouse on this surface? I can. I'm trying to find a way I can get comfy and just lean back because I don't need to like be up on my computer. White monster followed by purple, followed by the original blue. The purple one tastes like cold medicine, and no, I will not budge on that. Because it does. It straight up just tastes like cold medicine. I'm also partial because I hate cold medicine. I take energy drinks. Just simple soft drink, and I will be running at 150% already. That's incredible. Regular sodas don't do anything for me. What's your favorite soda then, Felix, if you don't drink energy drinks? I'm wrong, but go off. I will go off. The Ultra Rose is the best, followed by the other pink one. What is the other pink one? I can't remember off the top. There's like the Ultra Rosa and the one that's like adjacent in color to the Ultra Rosa. And then after following that is the lime green one. And also the triple shot, which has 300 milligrams of caffeine. Those are so good. Alcohol-free Radler. Nice, nice, nice. All right, ads should be over, though. Are we done with ads? We should be done with ads. We should be done with ads, so we're going to pop back over to Beginner's Guide. Thank you for... we were going to pop back over to Beginner's Guide until stream decided it was going to crash again. Do these soft drinks contain any caffeine content? Probably, maybe. Hello? Stream, what is going on? Is it my internet? I don't know if that exists outside Germany, but it's a beer mixed with Sprite. I shouldn't be drinking any caffeine. I drink whatever I want. Do you know how much stuff has caffeine in it? I drank a giant tea earlier that had caffeine in it, and I was fine. I love tea. Like I actually had just like a regular tea, and then I had sweet tea with lunch. So lots of tea. The stream's fine for me. Yeah, it just noticed that it bumped back up to its normal level, so we should be good. We are going to continue now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay. Oh, music. Oh, what am I hitting? Enter? Yeah. Fuck this game.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior, and then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
There's
So
another
if your
puzzle,
role
door
here is
puzzle over
not to
there.
understand, then what is it?
Let you see the game. You should be seeing the game right now. You should be able to see the game. The game should be up. It's up on my preview. Also, battery acid, not a good drink. Nor is like the drink battery acid that people like mix together, that is also not good. You should be seeing the game. If you aren't seeing the game, refresh. We are? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, if you aren't seeing the game, just Midge was frozen. Gotcha. Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, you should be able to just refresh if you aren't. Hello? Game? Please don't crash on me again. Okay, there we go. Oop. We're entering again. You are now I lied, we're exiting. So many problems. It's fine. When it's running real well.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
I never saw the beautiful exterior. Go back and watch the VOD. Great and lovely descent. I love this one. But no, basically we hit enter and the walls went away to reveal all these other hallways all around us, like a maze. It's beautiful. VOD will definitely be saved.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Yeah. I like this brick texture. Bloop, bloop, bloop. This needs something spray painted on it. This needs vandalized. Am I supposed to find something in here? Oh, I can get up on the tables. I don't like how this umbrella matches the carpet. Oh, there's a room back here. Oh, okay, here we are. Whee! Hardcore parkour. This is why I'm a Minecraft streamer. Whoa! Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Well, you know, I was gonna do it. Vandalism pog. Indeed. I was gonna actually try and do it all the way down. Oops. I can't even go downstairs properly, Jesus Christ. Why can't I get to the VHS tape? I want to get to the VHS tape. Ugh. Hello? Tape. Oh. Brother. Not a tape. Listen. I watched too many ARGs. Oh. There was footsteps. There was 100% footsteps. These games give me much backroom vibes. They do. They have a lot of backroom vibes. I don't want to go in there yet. I can't go over here. Never mind.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Nah, let's not skip it and make this a just chatting stream for a bit. Oh.
This is
Okay.
something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
That's so real of him, though. Hello. Ooh, mouse. I think the batteries in my mouse are dying. You don't. Is there a camera up there? Door puzzle.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
This man has turned games into an art form. This entire video game is just video games as an art form, and that's part of the reason why I love it. Felix, I think you're going to love you're gonna love the comment room, and you'll know what I mean when we get there. This game developer friend sent him free
There's still
stuff.
no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Do. I love the music to this game. The music to this game is incredible. Oh, these guys. You there? Did you come from above?
Here,
What was
Coda
up
begins
there?
using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Are there gonna be explain why it's called Beginner's Guide? I'll talk about it probably at the end of the stream. I don't remember if he does at all. But yeah, okay. I think so. But you there? Did you come from above? What was up there? Yes, there's a world stamped with whiteness. I think there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. There were these floating colored blocks. I guess we'll go with 1 because it was on the top. Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle 2-door switches? Yes, that was literally the last thing I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. I'm gonna say I didn't solve it because technically I've never solved the puzzle. I just remember the solution to the puzzle from watching other people solve it. You didn't solve it, so you've learned nothing. I didn't say that. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. I'm gonna pause here because we're tanking in frames a little bit. One of my favorite things is, I don't know if you guys were noticing, but the boxes would turn when they were speaking and when they're listening. It is worth the wait. It is worth the wait. This game is so, in my opinion, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but this game is so, so good. I love this game so, so much. But that's something that'll come back later is all these people have heads that will turn when they are speaking or listening, and I think that's really, really cool. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes, you don't know how to solve it? No, I've been right here this entire time. You say yes. No, we actually find the black space between the doors far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the black space? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange that I passed through. I don't recall the space between the doors. I'm gonna go with number 2. Actually, now that you mention it, I remember seeing feeling strange that I passed through. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon. This is totally worth my sleep. I don't know if it is. I will also say, like Louis said earlier, this VOD will be saved. It'll be available on Twitch for, I think, like 60 days, I think is how long they save it. And then probably within the next month, it'll be up on my VODs channel. So don't worry.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level. It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but
Chat, I'm getting
for some
teary.
reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
All right. I'm going to pause. You said my tuber is blocking the text. You're absolutely right. Is there a way I can flip my tuber around? Flip horizontal? Oh, hold on. Flip horizontal. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, I don't like looking at him that way. But that's okay. And we'll do the text. You can move this guy over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll move this guy all the way over here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Is there going to be more text? You reversed. I know. There is going to be more text, and I know that for sure. I do know that for sure that there is going to be more text. The notes are all wrong. One of them's correct, and it is this one right here. I don't know if you can see, but it's the blue one. You can't see my mouse, but it's the blue one above the gray on the bottom is now correct. But that's okay. It'll work for this stream. Is the point of this. Am I like actually on? Okay, I am on the ground. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like floating. Okay, that's better. That'll work for now. Fair. Yeah. I know at least 2 other scenes in the game that that utilize the text. At least 2. One of them is my favorite scene in the game. The single 8th note. One of them is my favorite scene in the game, and the other is it's also one of my other favorite scenes. But it's the lecture scene and the house scene. Both. Oh my goodness. Why did my stream tank? Oh, because it's actively loading the next section. Okay. We'll load it and then... We should totally place all these games in a museum and be playable in order. Ooh. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All the notes you see are left by other players. That's a great thing that you said that now, right before this room. And technically that's what the game is. That's so fair. Nice room, not. Jesus Christ. A museum of all these games.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way
So
to
based.
express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played. But it's ironic, isn't it, that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Here, hold on. I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it's the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again. Nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I'm crying and in pain, ripping my eyes out. I must now go do that. It would be so awesome walking. I do see your point, Felix. It would be really cool to, like, have a museum of this game where, like, you could walk around in spaces like this. Where you could play the game and, like, the space around where you play this game. Logistically, it would be a nightmare. But that would be really cool. I would love to enter a room like this. There's one or two other rooms where I'm like, would be so great to see in person. What the shit is this cavern? I would love this game in VR. This would be so cool in VR. Boring. Where am I going? I can assure you, you are guaranteed there's an acorn somewhere here in this place. The sailors are looking for it. Also, half of these you can't actually get to, because you can't walk off the edge. So there's the ones here that are just never to be read. And I think that is so sad. No, I just thought with every level of separate screen where you play it, that would be cool. I was just looking for someone to talk with. Oh my god. Some of these bubbles are just... I refuse to believe. Butt ass butt. Me, like the one up there. I don't need someone to talk to. I refuse to believe. Man, these are deep. Also, butt ass butt. Hold on. Oh fuck. I need this screenshot. I want that to be my thumbnail. Anyway. Come on, game. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. The VR of this game would be really cool. To see this room specifically in VR, I think I would drop to my knees and sob. Recognize me, please. Fuck. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Free t-shirt. Beauty of it being so serious at the same time being so unserious. Oh yeah. Need other side door. Why you go? Why you so? Door how open? Refuse. Open says me. Make game includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. This is so like 2012 internet. Jesus Christ. Someday I will meet the person who made this. Oh, fuck. I hate people because the internal feeling I get. New room. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I would very much like to be desired. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. It's not very crowded in here. You can go in here, I think. Welcome, congratulations. I didn't really know where to go with this. Don't bother. A game where you leave notes, suddenly everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Take my hand, let's jump together. And like, you can't go down here. There's just, oh my goodness. Cabbage shapes our nation. What is that painting? Beautiful, honestly. Does not matter if you ever get over there. Hey, don't talk about me that way. Very good game. I think it's not going anywhere. Next time I will do better. I need someone to talk with. OMG cabbage. Cabbage mention. Is this a note? Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. I know he said that we don't have to listen to every note, but I want to. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Ethical. This lonely one over here. What do you say? Stop faking it. Whoa. Okay. Art. Art? I don't like whispering. Painting, what does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. Guys, how's it going? Just hanging. I think this is about how things look messy from up close but perfect from far away. Art. From up here it just looks like dots. Cabbage shapes our nation again. Help, I'm trying to speak. We will all die someday. Who are all of you? Well done, all of you. I saw a person walking down there, now it won't come back. See, you could make a horror thing off of this. To like look down and see someone like walking along that path. I'd freak. Devil Tower Star. Don't know what that means. Stop pretending you were other people. Hello? Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Devil Tower Star again. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Some of these notes are incredible. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. Ooh. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. More room?
At the end of this level,
my
we're
God.
going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
God, I hate the voice. I think you lost. God damn it. I did lose the game, chat, and so did all of the rest of you. Also, the voices, the whispering. I don't do well with it. Almost there. I've seen everything. I've traveled the world. I've never told anyone. I wish there were notes in the real world. Can you imagine a mechanic? I lost a bird. Can you imagine like being able to just like drop notes like this in the real world and everybody can like go up to it? I think that'd be interesting. One spiraling nonsense. You probably could with like VR and like the weird like AI glasses and stuff. Downward, keep digging.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Kotick can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
You could drop by notes IRL. No one's stopping you. That's so real. I could just do that. Does this puzzle have a solution? It does. Oh, I've been here literally for an hour. What do I do? Help. God, I haven't seen help spelled with an A in forever. Shit, how do you solve it? Developer answers, please. Door, this doesn't make sense. Second door won't open. Help. There it is again. Jeez.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment. A few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I'm such a mood. I just genuinely have not seen it spelled like that on the internet in like years. I feel a little old. Fucking hell, it's the whisper room. I hate this room. How do you leave notes? Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just needed to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. I'm not a dog. Loading, May to June. Oh, I can't put my VTuber anywhere.
Tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes.
I hate that
Hang
sound.
with it.
The whispering or the typing? I used to spell like that. I feel like we all did at some point. Bars. Hello. I forget that you can jump in this game sometimes. What moved? Oh, the store. Ooh. I always wanted like a wall like this. I like the lights. Yes, no real. I like the lights behind the circle bubble wall. I think it looks cool. Circle bubble wall.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Kotick gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Writing wall. Oh, the furniture ought to be in the center. What furniture ought to be in the center of the room? Put a giant hole in the ground. Cool. Okay, now how about the note along the wall of the room? We picture a porch. I really like a washroom. 10 stoves lined up against the wall. Never mind. None of those options are even viable options anyway. I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12 recessed electric switch. Soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. I fucking hate fluorescence, so no. We'll live with Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. Tesla coils are cool, but they're really huge, and I'm a sucker for a skylight. We put in a lamp. A table. You need a table. Who are you? Where are you exactly from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Pretty sure none of my choices are making a difference. Guys, look, it's my happy place. It's
There's a bit more to
IKEA.
this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
It's IKEA.
So okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
I'm gonna pause here so that I can get in this hydrate and this stretch. Also, ads shouldn't start for another 20 minutes, so I'm okay for that. I'm trying to keep an eye on ads. But hydration has happened. Thank you, Louis. And stretch. Oof. Big stretch. Thank you. I need the stretches today, actually. They're very good. I sat in a car for 4 hours. And another hydrate. Hydration has happened. Thank you, Felix. Very cool. Back to the game, where we are in a room, walking forward. This game takes a bit to pop back into existence. Alright. Continue. Hello, please walk forward. My foot is itchy. Itch it then! This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Alright. No, why I shared that? That's so real. I don't know why you did either. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Now, turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Oh, I see now. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Finally touch the shelves. That's it. In the real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay, you're really bugging me. That's so real.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism
We're back to the boxes
against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
God, I love this game, chat. This lamppost means the world to me. Oop, I'm in the booth. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after this escape the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yes, I was in the furniture maze. Yes, I was...
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Yes, I was in the furniture maze, I was in the skip tutorial, I was in all of these, but I'll go with the reverse prison was the escape tutorial, I guess. Like when you press the button, you get a like number sound. That's where I'm at right now. I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in no kind of way I miss being in the prison. Feels like I'm thinking still and being wild. I like that third one. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion all at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm the same person now as I was back then, or it actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. I'm going with that one. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know? I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy who you are right now. It won't last. I'm gonna do number 2. I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of me when you were trapped? We did not get a call. That's just how I escaped. No, I would think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to be is sincere. To get out, all you need to tell me is how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. This hurts. It does. It does. God, I love this game so much. Yeah, just talk with me for a bit. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me, it will make sense. It will make sense. Okay, I can talk. Let's talk for a bit. Will you be here? I will be here for you as long as you need.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
God, fucking this is my... Alright, first of all, this is my favorite game. Second of all, something that is important to keep in mind is that this game is not just like a game for game's sake. This game is a collection of actual games that were made by an actual person. That it is just genuinely the voice of someone screaming into the void. And that is so... God, this is my favorite.
To me,
this is my favorite
environment
room.
is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
It's loading, that's why it's skipping. 'Cause 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 'C This is my favorite room. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. I thought I might have to clean this entire house by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna flip the tuber again. Because I think from now on the options are on that side. And the text is in the middle. We'll flip them if we need to. Again, I don't mind. Whee! Put me back all the way over here. Whee! Okay. Yeah, I'm in front of the text options now. Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna leave chat there. Chat can stay there. I think chat's good there. Chat's not ever blocking any of the actual subtitles either. I'm gonna give stream a moment to come back because it's struggling. But it seems to have come back now, I think. Give it a second. Oh boy. Wow, I'm behind. Hold on. It's all good. There we go. Good old not mirror universe. Yeah, that was really weird watching me sit on the other side. Did not like that. Okay. I think we're okay. God, I love this song. I have sat in my room before, ugly, hysterical sobbing listening to this song before. I discovered that this soundtrack to this game was on Spotify at like, I don't want to say the worst time in my life, like probably the most perfect time in life. I found it when I needed it, and when I tell you I skipped ahead to find this song so fast, chat, so fast, and I sat there and ugly sobbed to it. It's so comforting on another level. It felt normal after a while. It did, but it didn't. The eye that is I don't want to say gouged out, but I don't want to say in headcanon is blind, is my left one. So, which to you isn't because you're looking at me, but when you reverse it and like physically, it's whatever. Just drop Muse lore. Muse character lore. Anyway, everyone knows how lonesome hands make lousy homes. Don't worry about me, a place that's nice. I'll be glad to stay here all night. Lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? Don't worry about me. Place is nice. I'll be glad to stay here all night. Well, now, it just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you can decide whether you could do it all night. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? That's much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run to the bedroom and make the bed? Is it over here? While you're in there, why don't you straighten the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen you. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. When I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems, which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Will you straighten the pillows on the sofa out here? Oh dear, it looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe a mop that up while you're over there. Oop. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. Would you like that? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, I'll try and get by. You absolutely have to. Make it especially cheesy. I love cheesy insights. And I love this game. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Side. Last I checked, the tub needs a cleaning. How about you scrub it down the best you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Are there still books scattered across the floor in the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? There are. There we go. Perfect. Now then, how about you come clear these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
House cleaning is so difficult, how do you do it? Are all houses this easy to clean? Do the chores ever end? I'm gonna go with number 2. Darling, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you're going to clean a lot of houses, and among all of those, a few of them will stick out as truly wonderful, beautiful experiences, and none of them will be the ones that were easy. Just think about
Dakota
something
really
while
liked
you
this
smooth
game.
out the rug in the bedroom.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. I don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it's a weird thing to say something after you've met, yeah, you're right, but it's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, no. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Oh goodness, those pillows over on the couch are a real
I'm glad he
mess.
made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Question.
But
Do you
of
enjoy
course,
this?
It can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Friend. Fuck. Fuck, I love this game. This feels like a little to the left. Kind of. Yeah, specifically this house cleaning segment. This house cleaning segment hits real hard. This is one of, I think, the parts of the game that make me the most emotional. Because it's just so warm and comforting and relaxing. It's just like this little moment of peace in like this like barren world of snow. Like it's just, oh, I love this part of the game.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Items
This
you
one
love
gets
at
a
members
bit
only
goofy.
prices. And here we get a little bit more Stanley Parable. Why did you come in here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, that to look to you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know that is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. The question is not how do we do it, but it's how do we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game, the
Being
perspective
perfect is
shifts.
effortless. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told another person to start
And you
contributing to
play as
society.
the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
I feel cold on the inside. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions in life, you are not doing it right. Don't you understand? I won't be happy unless you love me for me. This is for you. Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Seek out the only one thing. What is the easiest, the simplest path forwards? I love one of the details in this that I love is that the lamp is there anyway. Just kidding. Anyone want to make do some ecstasy after this? There is no truth. There is no path. What if I'm not a good teacher? Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run. Run. Nothing. No one.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's
Perfection.
one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this
I
game
love
a
that
lot
level.
these days.
I think it's fun. That one is very Stanley Parable.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Oh, this fuck me. Oh, my heart. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello, sorry, I have to leave. Where is the bathroom? Hello. Hello? That's it? That's not conversation. You need to actually converse with her like a human being. Do it again. Super scared right now. I like you. Hear all my hopes and dreams. All of them. Every single one of them. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe that you need to feel better feel the setting. There was a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These are cones that bounce when you touch them and will represent people nearby. Now talk to her again. You must have really worked hard to get where you are. I bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some of the sacrifices you've had to make? Which we will get to after ads. We should have ads. Are we having ads? Yeah, we're having ads. Oof. Anyway. Hi, chat. Hello. How are we doing? I want to pause during the ads that... I said this last hour. I said an hour ago that I want to pause the ads that you guys feel like you're, like, not missing anything if you're watching ads. Oof. Are we still live and good? Yeah, we're still live and good. Hydrate. Hydration has happened. Thank you, Louis. And the stretch. That's fair enough. We are chilling during ads. Hi. Hello, Felix. We are just chilling during ads. Trying to make sure that nobody misses anything. I love this game so much. You have no clue. I'm so excited. I think we're probably about halfway through, if not almost all the way through. But yeah. Oh, stretch complete. Thank you, Lily. I'm trying to keep stream up on my phone without like killing it, but I've also got no service right now. But I think I could go pull up like Jacksepticeye's video and look and see about how far we are into the game. Time flies when appreciating art. I know, right? This game is gorgeous. But I'm pretty sure we're most I'd say at least halfway through. I could pull it up while we're waiting on ads. We still got a minute left. If it'll load, it might not. I've already got so much running right now. Okay. The beginners guide, Jacksepticeye, that like comes right up because I searched this many times. I can't tell you how many. Okay, yeah, we're probably about half of the way to 2/3 of the way through the game. This is definitely ways in, yeah. I was trying to get a accurate estimate so we know about how long we're waiting here for. But alright, we should be good. I think ads are done. Ads are done. Yeah. Alright, we are cool. We are golden. Let's roll back in. I just don't want anyone to miss anything. Because there's so much going on in this game that goes by so fast. You haven't played this before? Just watched it? Yeah. I have not had the chance to play it. I just recently bought it. But I know this game. I don't want to say inside and out, but I know this game quite a bit. Because I've watched it several times. Where were we? Now talk to her again. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I bet you learned to lean into the pain. What are some of the sacrifices you've had to make? You must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Wondering how much of a difference it actually makes. I'm gonna try stepping back from the stage. So far, I want to say it feels a lot more up close and personal. Some of the stuff that this game talks about feels more personal, feels a little bit more emotional now that I'm playing it myself versus just watching someone else play it and make their own choices. How far back are we stepping here? Oh. They've got RGB lights. That shit's old. That's old stage lighting. That shit, that nobody has that kind of lighting anymore. Cause it's road RGB lights is shit. At least compared to the lighting we have now. Oh. Okay, yes, now this is working.
The game ends
this
with
is what
this
it was
eerie
like.
premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to
It's perfect,
fears of
wonderful,
having
this
to
is really
perform and
wonderful.
having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games
You're
ago,
doing great.
where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very helpful when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Trip. To play this game, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. I'm keeping my eyes open. Because... Can you imagine? Just be like, closed. Nobody knows what's going on. This is epic fucking music, though. I love this music. I can't remember. Those gates killed the street. Oh my goodness, they did. I didn't even notice. Are we okay? Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice. Alright, we seem to be bounced back. Okay. Okay. It's the whole talk about disconnecting. We're gonna disconnect from other people and the stream. Jesus, I think we're all together though again. I think we're okay. Oh.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Giant turtle, vision went black, we were gonna crash, I don't know why, I hope I'm blind, can't see anything. What's going on? Okay, chat's a little behind, but I think it's fine. If you guys refresh, it should be okay. Oop. Fuck. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? Can we do anything? What is going on? Just enormous spider radar, I can't die like this, I'm going blind, I can't see. Oh yeah, I need to find the shields. Where are the shields? Is there an escape pod over here? Oop! There's something. Oh, up to the lamp. I'm gonna stop to speak something that is honest. Okay. Hold on, I need to get to that guy. What is going on? I think that's the only way to the only way to stop it is to speak something honest. I'm bursting with my work is always fun. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. I don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas.
Like I said,
It's
I was
draining
getting
me.
concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Hello, where am I? What is this? Where am I? Oh. Where did this land come from? How did I get here? Why was anyone there? Where did this land come from? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I'm completely out of ideas, when I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There's a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where that is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it. I can do that, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult
explicitly
puzzle.
about his creative frustrations. This one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I can do that, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? Deal, deal. It doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're gonna end up there one way or another, right? Deal. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Alright, come along, I'll show it to you. Here's the puzzle, what do you think? Okay, I recognize this. I've solved this puzzle before, this is easy. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? Now just press the switch here. Ha, that was so simple.
You can't
Can't believe I
talk
never
yourself
solved it
out
before
of
this.
loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Try to create, I feel empty. Where does this island come from? Where am I? You have to take me to it. Deal, hey, I recognize this. There's a machine that kept me going and it stopped. Okay, we're here. What are you talking about? There's no machine here. They're just words on... These are just words on some walls. What are you talking about? Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. Just say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Alright, making games simple is easy, effortless. Ah, that feels wonderful. Why did... That wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Why do I feel so awful when I said that? Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. It's easy. It never stops being easy. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Every time I make something, I feel bad about myself. I just never stop creating, and you'll never... Just never stop creating, you'll never feel bad. It's such a simple solution. Perfect. This feels fantastic.
And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, It was the worst thing for me.
None of this is helping. I'm gonna vomit. Please, where's the machine? Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Pain breezes effortlessly off of me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Yes, more. Keep going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
There's no shame, no fear, no guilt. I will be saved by my work. I believe this unquestioningly. I am a vessel for certainty. Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. God. Jesus Christ, Chet. Man, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machines, waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. In a quick, quiet, I intend to be brutal. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda.
And of
You
course,
stopped.
it's the machine.
You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. These people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? So here's what needs to happen. You need to go tell the people who you are out there and apologize to them. You need to admit the people that you've allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. No, nothing. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I've seen the thing fair. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. My followers are my friends. Friends, it falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize to us. And the machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We'll find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy me, and we will destroy everything we it's created.
so now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
The Tower. Guys, I love this game. God, I can only press. Never mind, I was pressing the wrong keys. I was like, it was like the controls weird on this one. I was pressing the wrong keys.
Meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Yeah, I fucked up at the beginning. I just was pressing the wrong keys. And I was like, why can't I move?
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oof.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
I'm gonna do this just because I don't want all the flashing on screen. Hey, does this look familiar? It should. This is the same shit from Stanley Parable. God, I want to play Stanley Parable so bad.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's
This is
frustrating
also from Stanley
because it's the
Parable.
opposite of everything else
something
that Coda
similar.
has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here though, so that we can move on.
One, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. Man, I didn't get any of those numbers correct. Do. We go.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Louis, I'm gonna talk about the point you just put in chat at the end. And tell you what this game is actually about.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up? I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you to not speak to me anymore.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I was making these games for you. You so infected my person.
The people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it is impossible. That it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes, giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games, stop adding lampposts to them?
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing.
Would you simply let them be what they are? When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
When you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing. You put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Jesus Christ, chat. Epilogue.
more love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
God, I fucking love this game. My love for this game is just so, like, deeply rooted in my chest.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Listen, Lou, we're in the same boat, okay? I'm also getting really emotional to this game. I love this game so much. I love this game so much because it's all about struggling with your own creativity. Like, people have this expectation that when you're creative, you are creative forever. And that it's not just like an endless uphill battle. And it's just... And to deal with that, like, creative burnout is so hard sometimes. And I think the way that this game tackles it, and this concept, this thing that creative people deal with, I think it tackles it so well. I don't know if you guys have caught on yet or not. Coda was never a real person. Coda was the name that Davey gave the machine, his creativity. And this entire game is about trying to deal with his own self-worth and trying to figure out, trying to put meanings to his own games to appease other people, and watching that slowly, his own creativity slowly fall apart. Until all he did was make games for other people and not himself anymore. And I think it's something that a lot of people, a lot of creative people, I want a screenshot of that. That is beautiful. Hold on. But that a lot of just people in general, people who are creative struggle with, is they start creating for themselves and then they realize they can put meaning to it, so they start creating to heal something inside themselves that they think is broken, and then they start showing it to other people to get their validation, and all they do is create for other people and no longer for themselves. And then eventually that well runs dry and you don't know what to do anymore, and you don't know how to fix it. And then what do? You can't do anything anymore.
Turn back from this cave.
I love this game so much.
Let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
This game, when it came out,
But the
meant
cave goes for miles
so much
and miles
to
and miles.
me as a kid,
And you
and
are
somehow
so
means so much more to me as an adult.
I know that you're
It's one of those games that just, the gameplay is so simple and the graphics are simple, but the message of this game does not go away. It is timeless, it is beautiful, it is heart-wrenching, and it is something that just, it sticks with you. It's also like forcing everything to have a meaning. Sometimes a prison, exactly. Sometimes a prison is just a prison. This idea that you have to have an objective, you have to have that lamppost along the way. I have no words. It's one of those games, or if this was your first time experiencing this game, have fun handling all of like the self-reflective moments that you will probably have over the course of the next week, if not more. Like, I think the first time I watched this game was I want to say maybe 2015. I don't know. I remember being young, and I remember watching this while at like, you know, like those rock bottom teenage years everyone has when they're like 12. I remember stumbling across it. Just, it was one of those games, I was mass watching Jacksepticeye at the time because he was like the only YouTuber I watched, and I like watched almost everything he came out with. And of course I was looking for other games to watch, and I stumbled across this one. I think right about the same time I discovered Presentable Liberty, which is also a really good game that I highly recommend you look into, that we might play on this channel. I don't own it, but, and it's just, it is stuck with me ever since. Dude, I can't afford to be existential for the next week. Listen. when I said that, when I put it up to the vote and I said that this game is heart wrenching, and when I said at the beginning of the stream that it is a heavy game, I 100% meant it. And like, you don't think about it because it is just a game that you walk through and you listen to someone talk to you. It's, in my opinion, called the Beginner's Guide as a way to warn everyone who's creative that it's okay if your creativity runs out. You cannot work through your creativity. You're going to fuck up and that's okay. Fuck, man, I love this game. I just, oh my goodness, I have no idea what I was talking about. It's funny, just today, games become new medium art, storytelling for our generation. They 100% have. I mean, and this game came out, I don't know, I don't have Steam open. This game came out, hold on, I'm pulling up. I feel like I do have it. Hold on. Do. Do. Okay. I have the game so that I can. Hello, please let me quit the game. But it's just. There we go. Yo, this game. Hello? There it goes. This game, I have redeemed Hydrate and Stretch. I just happened to thank you, Louis. And for Stretch, I just... Oh. I mean, this game came out years and years ago. It's... I love how much video games have evolved and how much, like, storytelling we've, like, brought into them. They're beautiful. I can't even. I'm gonna play. I don't know what else to even say about this game. It's just so. It's so beautiful. I love this. I'm getting to the point where like I have so many thoughts about this game that I just can't fathom talking about it. And I'm just like fishing for things in my head. My favorite rooms of all time. The funniest room is by far the lecture hall room. My favorite room is the what do you call it? The house where you're just in there cleaning, where it's just this moment of calm. And I 100% just, I love the echo chamber room with all the comments of just him talking to himself. And it's insane. I can't. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. Please somebody tell me how I'm supposed to sleep after this. Not well. I'm gonna go ahead and go here and play this because I'm gonna end. Because I don't know what else to say other than this is the house song, by the way. This is a great song to sit on your floor and sob to, by the way, if you're looking to do something other than sleep. God. Thank you for voting for this game so that I could play one of my favorite games ever on stream. And thank you for like stopping by and sticking with the game. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea because it's just a walkthrough game where some dude talks at you for 2 hours. But it is, like I said, it's so worth it as a game. It's so worth it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll see you guys again on Thursday for Reaper SMP. I'm not or not Reaper, for Hardcore. I'm not sure what time I'll be live. Check my Twitter, check the Discord. We're gonna go ahead and raid Major. Major's playing Reaper, and hopefully we'll bring some. Voted for it 4 times. Hopefully you should bring some joy if you're feeling a little down. But I hope you all have a good rest of your morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is for you, no matter where you're at in the world. I hope you know you have a safe spot here. Alright? I'll see you all later. Go ahead. Bye, chat. Be good to Major.